All right, how we doing today, folks? Let me get this camera right here. I can't get this camera right for Jack. Get this AC going here. But so today is Saturday, 28 August, okay? And we are getting well into the summer. Pretty soon it'll be the end of the summer. In about, what, 3 weeks? Man, sorry about the light here. Let me just get that situated right quick. You know, I wanted to share something with you today. I saw an interesting scripture, and I know the Most High pointed me to this. It's in the 1 Corinthians 9th chapter, 25th to 27th verse. And it's a medium-sized scripture, so I couldn't remember all of it. But it says that every athlete controls himself in all situations, okay? And basically, I guess if you're in divine knowledge that, you know, and many probably people in divine or knowledge or preachers or whatever, they were athletic at one time, maybe still are. I don't know, bodybuilders and stuff like that. But basically it says that you maintain yourself as you preach your body and your mind, okay? If you're in that situation where you're in a podium, but in the end of the day, you're humble, okay? That you have perishable wealth as an athlete, although we are all imperishable. And I thought that was a very, very interesting scripture, okay? Because a lot of athletes that I think they forget where they come from, okay? Or particularly men of high value. But we're talking about more so about athletes. They forget where they come from and they're not humble, okay? And yes, I do know that athletes, they do get in trouble. They're targets. Any high value man is a target, but particularly an athlete, and more than likely like black athletes, because, you know, everybody knows you, okay? You, I don't know, man, I hate to say it, but hey, for all women, you know, you got the body, you got the looks, okay? So, you know, you're the type of person that people want to be around, all right? That people want to, you know, emulate. But you have a lot of haters, okay? And haters are in your life for a reason, all right? But I think when you initiate it, you know, like I say, guys, they get in trouble, but when you look for it or initiate it, it doesn't make it any better. So that's why I want to talk about today Jamall Charlo. Actually, it popped up on I think it's newsbreak.com. I have an app that I download or whatever, that different articles come down and all that, okay? But basically, like last night, the 27th, he was in San Antonio, Texas, in Barrett County. He was detained for assault and like walking out, like failure to pay. I don't know actually the name for the charge or whatever, okay? But assaulting the workers in the bar, like the bartenders, okay? Walking out without paying for drinks or whatever, or dinner. I do know it's on UTSA Boulevard, so that's down there by the University of Texas, San Antonio, okay? I do know that. Some bar over there that, again, I think they tallied up a large bill of drinks and dinner, and they was asked to pay, or they was acting like they were gonna leave, and they were asked to pay, something to that effect, and they walked out. And I guess that they pushed around some of the bartenders, women now, okay? I mean, he knows better than that shit. And I guess they were scared. The manager or whatever was called out, wanted to know what was going on or whatever, okay? And I guess his entourage tried to buck up to the manager, so he's like, all right, go on and leave or whatever, okay? Of course, he's not probably going to fight, you know, Charlo or his entourage, because yeah, they are fighters or whatever. So it's like, okay, go on and leave or whatever, okay? So they left the bar. Next thing you know, all right, that they were detained they came and got Jamall Charlo, okay, and he was detained and he was actually let go yesterday, like 10 a.m. So it probably happened like this past Thursday, so probably like the 26th of this month, okay, like 2 days ago, okay, which I found like very, very disappointing, very, very disappointing. You know, it's one thing, let's just say if guys had rolled up on them or whatever, okay, and maybe they had beef or and that type of stuff, and I don't know, maybe it was a standoff that happened or whatever. But many boxers, I think, try to, well, when they're smart, they'll try to walk away from a situation or whatever, okay? So, yeah, there was one point in time where when I was at home, I was at the club back in my days or whatever, when I used to really get out and I was in reserve, and Sweet Pea Whitaker, rest in peace to that brother or whatever, okay? He's from my hometown. He was a middleweight boxer back in the day, and he passed away like, I think, like 3 years ago. Yeah, 51, young. And we was at the bar or whatever, and I said, hey, you know, like, I acknowledge him, and some of his entourages whatever was talking or whatever. I was talking about I was playing basketball and this and that, and we was just joking around or whatever, okay? I think Sweet Pea had a loss or whatever. All right, we was just cracking a few jokes, all right, and one of the guys got upset, okay, at me, and I'm like, we was just joking just a second ago. He was all like, hey man, sorry about that. That's what he said. Hey man, look, just don't pay it no mind or whatever, just leave or whatever, okay? So, but it's one thing, and that was just clean jokes. I mean, it's one thing, you know, and those guys, football players, basketball players, have a lot of high octane. Yeah, if they were confronted maybe by some guys or whatever, and okay, a stand your man type thing, all right, I understand that. But coming into a bar, you gon', you know, where you supposed to patronize the business, get what they want out of it and don't pay, and then pushing around on people, no, okay? Now, this is one of the reasons why many high-value men, okay, are losing respect, okay? Losing respect for the media, losing respect from the public, losing respect for women, okay? Because many of women, some still do, but many don't really want to deal with that, okay? Many of these alpha males or whatever, because a lot of the personalities are getting out of control, okay? And a lot of that, again, is probably because these guys are getting cocky because they're making so much money. They're making more money than ever, okay? And pride does go before destruction. Now, lo and behold, okay, that he's supposed to be trying to fight, you know, to unify his titles. And we just had a fight with Pacquiao and Ugas, Cuban guy, okay? And they're going to fight again because Ugas, you know, he won that fight. He wanted to fight Charlo, okay? So, but they could make him give that belt up after that, okay? Besides, when they fight, they're going to have to end up giving it up anyway. Now, lo and behold, that Ugas and Pacquiao is going to fight again, so that gives Errol Spence more time to get his personal affairs straight. And plus, he got in an accident, and rolled over his Ferrari about, 2 years ago or so? Okay? But any man that's in a high value position, you have to look though, okay? Whether you're in corporate or you in sports or whatever, and you have titles and this and that type of stuff, whether you like it or not, okay, that you are a public figure. And I even say that to myself, being on YouTube, okay, even a little, you know, low profile guy like me, okay, that you pretty much represent. I'm just saying, if you're a world champion or in basketball or boxing or a CEO in the company or whatever, you are basically indirectly representing the face of that company, whether you like it or not, whether you want that title or not. You are a role model, whether you like it or not. You are a public figure, whether you like it or not, okay? And when you're a business person, and I just think that this is the reason why people need to continue their education and keep learning. But there's a whole different type of ruthlessness with business and being in the business world, or being high value, okay, than you are in the streets or whatever, okay? And they get a lot of these guys from the streets, okay? You don't take people out and beat them up in the parking lot, or take them out and blow their brains out or whatever, okay? Yeah, stuff do happen where you need to defend yourself, but you guys should learn as much about the legal system as you can, okay? But in a situation like that, all you had to do is just, I don't know, drop 5,000 or whatever and just left, okay? Whatever, you know? But he let his pride get in the way, and look where he ended up. And now the law enforcement is going to end up having to inject themselves in it, okay? And there are going to be some repercussions behind this, probably with the I think it's the WBA, okay? So look at all the trickle effect that it makes or whatever, okay? They say, you know, in the Army, shit rolls downhill, okay? All over, probably a bill that they could have paid or whatever, and went on about their business. All right, so I'm over this 10-minute mark. I don't want to talk you guys to death. You guys have a wonderful day or whatever. I'm going to be doing a video pretty soon about Dell Curry and this relationship with Steph and his wife and his father. Subscribe, like, share, leave your comments, check out some of the other videos. And thanks for listening.